What up, though? I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG. It's Wednesday, so this is a new episode of Dear Black Gay Men podcast. It's still our short, bullshit-free step out of our comfort zone to talk about all the emotional ups and downs along the journey to happiness. Hopefully, this is our midweek reminder of how dope it is to be black gay men who love black gay men. I am Jay the Gentleman. This is Dear Black Gay Men podcast. Now, let's get into the episode. Church announcements. The first episode of our Thursday live show that we call Thirsty Thursday. We call it Thirsty Thursday here on the team. And it's coming back January 30th. I'm really excited about this season. We have a big goal in front of us. We are at like 13,000, almost 14,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I had this idea, this dream, that we had 50,300 subscribers. I don't know where that number came from, but 50.3K is what we are working toward. And every day we have new content happening on our YouTube channel, but our Thursday live show, which is the best time on television, is coming back on January 30th. If you want to be a guest, if you're in the Atlanta area or abroad and you want to be a guest, you can email production@dearblackgaymen.com. Then we are teaming up with Bishop OC. Imagine me and everything y'all know I talk about with Bishop O.C. Allen. We are teaming up to do a special episode of our Thursday live show to observe National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day is February 7th, but our show is on Thursday, February 6th. It'll be on our YouTube channel. It'll be on his YouTube channel. It's going to be a dope conversation, and it's not churchy. That's the biggest thing. It ain't going to be churchy at all. I'm going to be cussing a little bit. I'm going to say all the things that I'm supposed to say. It's going to be me, but it's just going to be in collaboration with them. I'm very excited about that. And then, of course, merch is always on sale at dearblackgaymen.shop. But here's the gotcha. What I've realized is we are running out of stock like all the time because people are shopping and supporting the channel. And I want to thank you, but we are doing one big drop that is coming out on February 23rd. One big drop of our Warm and Cozy collection on no, not the 23rd, the 13th, February 13th. So get your coins ready. It's right. You should have your income tax back by then. Get ready for one big drop of our Warm and Cozy collection. We are dropping sage. I'm calling it fluorescent beige and maroon, our three colors in our hoodies. Then we're going to have two colors in hats. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be available on February 13th. We're going to announce it on socials and all the things. And you can shop at dearblackgaymen.shop. Those have been our church announcements. Please govern thyself accordingly. This week, I had a big aha moment, and I realized something very critical about myself for 2025. My goal has been to find me a man. I think that I am dateable. I think I'm dating material. I think I am a pretty good fucking catch. But for some reason, ain't nobody caught me yet. And for a long time, it was because I was being evasive. For another period of time, it was because niggas was being niggas and the dating pool had trash in it. But I don't believe either of those anymore. I think men are men. We are dope, each of us individually. Black gay culture, we are dope collectively. And we just need to find our right fit. And so for 2025, I am shooting every shot. If I like you and I think you cute and there's potential for a future, I'm going to ensure that it is unequivocally known until I find my significant other. I am not bullshitting. I am not playing coy. I'm not going to play in nobody's face all year. I am going to find me a man and he going to know it, which led me to my big aha moment that I don't really have space in my dating life for people who do not put in effort. I don't know that I needed to say that, but clearly I do. But in order to get there, I got to start at the beginning of this story. There was this guy that I dated. We dated for like a month and a half, maybe two. And he was, I'm not an extrovert. I'm pretty chill when I'm not, under cameras and lights. But he is even more introverted than I am. One thing that I'm really good for, regardless of introversion or extroversion, is I'm good for a conversation. When I date somebody, I want to know about you. Like, I want to know what makes you tick, what lights you up, what gives you joy. I put time, effort, and energy into all of those things. But this particular dude that I'll call him Tony. He told me very early on that he's kind of guarded because he was hurt. And for a long time, that while we were connecting, that, it wasn't a red flag to me, at least. I thought, everybody's a little guarded because we have all experienced hurt. I know what it's like to love a black man, and I know that can be a very, it's not always the easiest to love us. And so to come out of that with some battle scars is just normal. It's normal. But as we progressed, what I learned is being guarded is not necessarily a good thing for dating. This is how I came to that. So throughout our dating situation with Tony, he and I, we did all the things. And what I expressed to him, what I learned about myself is that I need to hear somebody say the words, "I want to see you." I need you to open up your mouth and say, "I want to see you. I've made plans for us. I have a reservation." Like, I need to hear that. And I told him that, and he couldn't get there. He couldn't open his mouth and say that. And when I asked him, it was because he said he was guarded. And I think that's when I got the big lesson. Dating is a hard process. It is the most vulnerable a lot of us will ever put ourselves in. The upside of that is you could come out of it in a loving, affirming, magnificent relationship. Downside is you could also get hurt in the process. And the only way to really know that you are dateable is when you can get hurt, dust yourself off. You may need a cast. You may need, a proverbial sling around your arm for a little while, but you can heal from whatever broke you so that you can start over as a full person. Not start over with tall walls, not start over with your guard up, not start over with, with parameters around it, but you can start over understanding that if I was strong enough to get through that I'm strong enough to get through whatever comes next. And the hard part for me is not everybody gets strong enough to get through it. Because here's the truth. When you're guarded, as I was with Tony, what I really felt when he and I were dating, because he said he was guarded, I felt like I had to put in the effort, the work, do the work to get him to trust me so that eventually I could trust him. And that just created a lopsided power dynamic and made it difficult for me to feel at home with him because I'm doing the work, I'm putting in the effort, and I wasn't getting that in return. But I think that's a lot of us. A lot of us are approaching dating as if we can receive someone's dating, but we don't have to give our dating as well. We can receive someone's vulnerability. We want, a man to meet us. We want a man to see us, to work for us, to put effort into us. But then we don't, the response that I get from a lot of other men is that they don't want to put the effort into me. And it's really, I just wonder how we come out of that in relationship. But I think the bigger lesson is kind of blasting this one situation out from, me and Tony to the big picture, is that a lot of us are going through life looking for somebody who can put effort into us. But the hard part about that isn't finding someone to put effort into, putting effort into us. The hard part is earning the effort that they are putting in by putting in your own effort. Earning their vulnerability by being vulnerable. Earning their attraction by being attracted, earning their flirts by being flirtatious, earning their work by putting in your own work. And I think the reason why Tony and I didn't work is because we weren't both approaching our dating situation saying, I'm going to do my damnedest. I don't know what's going to come out of it on the other end, but I got to do my work. After a couple months, I saw that he wasn't putting the work into me. So I had to, reassess. But what I learned from that is that I have to give to get. When I was little, the preacher at my church, I went to a Church of Christ, and he would end every service by saying, he who has friends must show himself friendly. You don't build relationships by being, a jackass. Just like you don't build friendships by being unfriendly. You don't build, businesses by not having a business mindset. You have to cultivate these things internally first so that externally you can reap the benefits. And I don't know that a lot of us understand that my work has to come first before I can get the benefits of anybody else's. Tony explained that to me in probably the clearest terms I have ever heard or seen or experienced. And I appreciate him for it. I bless him on his journey. Thank you, Tony. But for the rest of us, dear Black gay men, do first, then get later. That was our show. I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG. The podcast is new every Wednesday. So screenshot this episode and share it to your IG, tag at JAI the Gentleman so I know you're tuning in, and leave us a 5-star rating on your favorite podcasting platform because it really does help us find new listeners. If you want to support Dear Black Gay Men podcast, the easiest way is to pick up a DBGM hat or hoodie or t-shirt. You can shop now at dearblackgaymen.shop. Remember, the new drop is coming in February. I am Jay the Gentleman. This has been Dear Black Gay Men podcast, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.